Time for an update. Well, we've been kind of hampered a little bit because apparently the free Wi-Fi at McDonald's has gone down. And that was kind of the way we're accessed for the most part, so only access we really had online is through this phone that I'm using here, so which is fine. I'll keep up with the email and a few odds and ends. But it's a bit of a pain in the butt because I'd like to have a full keyboard and full functions and bookmarks and all that. That'd be our stuff. But it's the same. Still got to keep everyone up to date on what's going on. I actually been using the downtime to clear, work on some files for the concordance and clear a few things and come up with a new coding system. I hope Bijo goes for. So because with all the series now, it's no longer just animated or whatever. It's you got pretty much all the different series have something in there that falls under the purview of the concordance use. So yeah, I gotta change the coding system up for the abbreviations. Not drastic. It's just they don't add in the series, abbreviation with the episodes. But you got a few things like Friday's Child and First Contact will both be FC. That's not good. So I had to just put in like TOS for original series and MOV for movies and that sort of thing. DS9, TNG. So that's going on. And on a side note, just heard about Boogie 2988 and his wife splitting up. That is too bad. Because one of the cases, couldn't have to a nicer guy.
Coordinator, please check the application.
But yeah, that sucks. But apparently it's amicable and they're still being nice about it. So let's hope that stays that way. It'll be an example to the rest of us if something happens. Something weird happens. And I think I got a theory about how to see if the van can run again, but hopefully bypassing this, I'm still pretty sure it is not a seized engine. I think it is a sensor that's just telling the starter, don't turn the engine, which points me towards the crankshaft sensor. And there's a little wiring harness on there that connects up there, which I think is where the signal, if I disconnect that and just straight power to the starter, see what that does. Of course, first I got to charge the battery again because it's quite flat, but if I can get that and if it at least turns the engine, then at least I'll know that and point a definite culprit in there, and hopefully reduce the repair bill.
Please check the application.
And in more personal news, it's starting to be probably the suckiest Christmas on record because we're still in the van. We're going to be in the van probably until Christmas, barring some Hail Mary pass. Because I said I don't think the Rachel Ray show. Hopefully, hit a human interest story on that, but poor veteran couple, sleeping in a van in a Kmart parking lot on Christmas because their family sucks, See if I can come through, bail us out on this whole thing. I even offered to help in a cookie segment. I can do a hell of a lasagna. And if they want to do an English theme, I can do some bangers and mash and shepherd's pie. And pick up the baton from Gordon Ramsay. The difference between shepherd's pie and what we think is shepherd's pie over here, it's like, no. For one thing, shepherd's pie does not have ground beef. That's cottage pie. Shepherd's pie requires lamb. And it's shepherd, cheap. It may bring them a little insight because one time we had to use venison for it, and what do we call it then? I said, okay, stalker's pie. Yeah. So if you think a minute, it's just got something related to the animal, and you can make it clear what is in the pie. But yeah, I'm a trained broadcaster. Okay. Yes, I've fallen into bad habits over the years with it. At one of the schools, I'll go plug out here. At least the Academy of Radio Broadcasting. It was out in Huntington Beach when I was there. They include vocal training, and I need to start getting back on those habits. Because it is a common practice amongst people who want to be in radio. They talk too fast and they mumble, and it got a lot of it. My dad loved it because suddenly he could understand me. Conversation. But yeah, I just need to start getting back into those habits and remembering, to slow down, enunciate. Syllables are there for a reason, okay? Because someone's pointing out, you work in radio, you can't understand it. Well, up you. I'm not working at radio now. I will be soon, hopefully. Come on, Norfolk, come through. All right. But yeah, right now, I think after the cup of coffee at McDonald's, I think we're down to about, let's see, 70-odd cents of PayPal. So, and some people have come through in the past couple of weeks and kept us going here because it was worse a few weeks ago, or about a week or so ago. And some people have stepped forward and thrown some money at us and kept us going a little longer. But we just got to get through to the end of the year. Okay. Once we got that, then okay, something's ads cropping up. Somehow I got pop-up ads on this stupid phone now. Makes up for weeks or so to keep up. Okay. But yeah, kind of holding out for a Christmas miracle here of some sort. You know, either someone throws a bunch of money at us, or someone takes us in. I don't know. Whatever. I'm happy for anything as long as. Because I've been resolved to, being in broadcasting, holidays mean nothing. I've been resolved to that for quite a while now, but Steph's having problems here. So, and of course the cat doesn't give a rat's ass as long as he's fed and watered and someone cleans the litter box out. But yeah. It's gotta be rough. We'll get through it, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna suck. I'd like for it to suck a little less, And again, PayPal, Patreon down below, especially the PayPal, because that's immediate. Yeah, I think, and again, if I can get the engine to turn over at least, and if it'll fire, then we got a decision to make. Do we really want to fix that sensor now at this point? Or save it for later and just hope, fix the radiator and just get on the road? I'm sorely tempted to, screw the, just get on the road and hope we don't break down somewhere along the way, which is be hoping for anyway. But yeah, it would be nice if we could just bypass whatever blocking the starter. Because again, we've gone over this before. I seriously do not think it's seized, because the conditions are such that it should not have seized. It has oil, and it was running smoothly. And generally, when an engine seizes, a little screeching metal and violent motions. Someone just pulled the plug on the thing, and that tells me electronic. What's it? Something just zonked out and went. So, let's try to get that back. So, it was 1999 this thing was made, so that's just when they started getting a little nuts with electronicness and computer control. What? At this point, folks, even just a few bucks we can get some TV dinners or something. Again, no one's got to be a hero, but if you want to be a hero, I'm not dissuading you either. If any of you out there be independently wealthy enough to throw about $500 at us, and yep, that would solve the whole problem right there. And the next update would be from the road, somewhere in Kansas or so. Actually, we can probably get to Missouri in one day. Yeah, the update would be changing from I-70 onto whatever, 64, goes into Virginia. Or
we'd still have to see Dayton while we're there.
Well, yeah, you might have to, especially if something breaks down over there. But that'd be something. Interview with Dayton Ward, renowned Star Trek author and all-around curmudgeon. I think we're in competition. Who's the biggest curmudgeon in Star Trek right now? Me and Dayton. Okay. So there we go. And did I mention no, Star Trek Continues review. Slugging through. I'm about halfway through Pilgrim of Eternity right now. Again, I'm scripting these out so I don't miss anything. And so the thing doesn't start to, about 5 minutes, it was great when they did that. I'm getting into points here. And it is good to go back and rewatch these things, because I haven't seen Pilgrim of Eternity since it really came out. So imagine then also in going through them, because I'm also preparing to burn off a DVD for my own personal use, so I can have it, and also get them off the computer and free up some space. But I found I hadn't downloaded the last episode. So there's and this was in the midst of McDonald's being no free Wi-Fi for some reason. I think there's turned it off lately. So I had to duck over to Starbucks for a while and do that while I got it also with the blooper reels and stuff. So I'm gonna have quite a little package for myself. You have something to offer?
Just want to say that I do hope somebody comes through for us, because this is really starting to screw me out.
Yeah, she's, saying, hope something comes through, because to the someone untrained eye, I think we're getting a little post-traumatic stress here, so we're not supposed to be going through this. This is not normal. This is not what Christmas is supposed to be, in any definition. So, but yeah, the review's coming along. It should be up for too long. I'm about halfway through the episodes, but it was getting late, so I had to find a stopping point. And we'll get back to that as soon as you can there. But also, again, slugging away at the concordance files. Right now, I'm in the middle of one labeled miscellaneous notes. And it's a lot of kind of random notations here and there about this episode and that episode, and I'm trying to break it, because it's also old computer files. And anyone who's tried to deal with like an old ASCII file with the bizarre, breaks and spacing and strange characters that appear nowhere outside of like a Greek, grammar. Yeah, I got to go through and clean all that up and put in some paragraph breaks so I can see what's what. And I think the file was about 140 pages. It's now well over 200, just trying to space things out. But I've come across, and there's also a lot of duplicates in the entry in there too, so I'm going to be cleaning that up. But I've come across a few little points that I didn't notice before, like on the Wonder Years. The little bit where Kevin is having a little, out-of-body experience where he's imagining him and his friends are, it's a little take on Spock's brain. Where he's got they're in their sergeant uniforms and they got the pain belts, and Winnie and the other ones are dressed up like the morgue, or whatever it is, the female one. And they hit the button and go, William Ware Dice supplied those uniforms to the Wonder Years. They went to the man himself, and he managed to he called scaled down versions of the uniforms for. I'm blanking on his name already.
Which one?
Who played Kevin on Wonder Years?
Shite. I can't even.
Good Lord, that's how ragged up we're getting there. I can't remember. The guy's a major star. I can't remember where he is.
All I know is he had a brother who's doing.
Okay, brother's name?
Well, it was Malcolm in the Middle.
No, it wasn't Malcolm. There was another one in the show. Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah. We can run the resume. I can't remember the names. Oh God.
Well, either way.
Yeah, he played the part of the mole on Austin Powers too. It's like the mole. That guy. Tried out for a while on me and the replacement co-host on Kelly and Michael. But it'll come to me 10 minutes after I shut this thing off. But anyway, I know, and the comment section is going to go nuts. Hey, it's that guy, you idiot.
You're not an idiot.
I know, but I'm just blinking an obvious name of them.
I know, so am I.
Yeah. Oh, God.
The only one I remember there is the Bond girl's sister.
Miriam Diabo.
Yeah, her sister was in that one.
Well, so much for Danica McKellar. I appreciate your lack of attention.
Well, Danica McKellar's kind of easy.
Yeah.
Olivia Diabo?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Anyway. We're rambling. PayPal, Patreon down below. Give off and give them up, Again, nobody's got to be a hero, but I'm not going to turn down heroics. So, we're in no position to, frankly, okay? We had some little twit over at McDonald's trying to call the cops on us over the cat. Not cool, okay? I mean, one, the cat's doing better than we are. But she's went on some of those self-righteous little rant about, people without home shouldn't have animals. And oh, really? Well, one, nobody's taking the cat unless we voluntarily give him up, but that ain't happening. And two, we've already had, cops come out and animal control come out and make sure everything was okay. Yep. and ask if we need anything. And I hope she does call animal control when they come out, because we need some cat litter. That's it. We got plenty of food for him. He's doing fine. He's gaining weight, if anything.
And don't forget Dr. B.
Yeah. What about Dr. B?
Emotional support animal.
Oh yes, and another thing we did a while back is that cat is now a letter from a doctor that declaring that this cat is my wife's emotional support animal. So, granted, it's just a glorified name for a pet, but still, it's documentation. So, like, yeah, try it, buddy. And for all I know, she already called and animal control said, well, unless you can assert some sort of actual abuse or the cat's in trouble or health-wise, we can't do anything. Because did we do it when they had Sage?
What?
We briefly, on down there Halloween, I think if I did something about that, we briefly had a cat that a couple of idiots had grabbed off the street probably and threw into the store over at McDonald's. And we took her in for for a couple of days. While one of the other workers who is very good with workers, her mom does a cat rescue. And they eventually found their home, got her back home, and everything good there. But we talked to animal control about what to do here, and if they could come by, and then they could scan for the chip and find her home or whatever. And the city of Nevada has no leash law regarding cats. And that's probably the same for the entire Denver metro area. So the only advice he could legally give was to just let the cat go and hope it found its way home. That was not good enough, and I could tell by his tone of voice that he knew that was not good enough, but that's all he could advise on. So, that's mine. So everything worked out in the fine, because this McDonald's worker, her mother runs a cat rescue. They found a home. She's back home now. We found our name is Sage. Cute little, tabby cat, kitten.
Yeah, we were calling him Bijo for a while.
Yeah, we were calling him Bijo for a while. I don't know how Bijo felt about that. Yeah, we named a cat after you for a while. But yeah. So yeah, I imagine if she did call somebody, it's like we can't do anything about it unless you're actually going to allege they're abusing the cat. In which case they come out here and say, no, the cat's fine. Have you got any cat litter? I would like some cat litter, because frankly we've exhausted what we have right now. It's kind of mud now. So we need to change out the cat litter or the manly. I'll admit there. It's life on the road, I guess. But that's where we're at. I am ready for this whole experience to come to its crashing halt. Okay.
Yeah.
We need to get out of this into a place. I mean, first of the year. I mean, yeah. Apparently I misheard our friend in Virginia about what can be done after the first of the year. I mean, yeah, stuff can be done, but not quite as grandiose as I was imagining. So yeah, we will see. And then, some things have changed here and there. And when she said it, she probably didn't mean it, but that was then. This is now. But I think if I can also eliminate a few items on the list of things to go wrong, so I can find, okay, it's probably this item here, this $20 item is holding things up. Get that eliminated. Again, the weather is going to be crap for the next few days, so I'm going to wait until after the weekend probably to test my theory. And besides, Christmas will be coming. It's like, the day after Christmas, take the battery down, get it charged up, and bring it back and test my little theory. If I unplug the feeds for the little data, and hopefully it's just the power to the starter, see if that'll turn the engine. With nothing telling it to stop turning. See what happens there. And if it runs, great. I think maybe, I don't know, but they'll figure out what to do at that point. But again, I say this is where we're at right now, guys. Now, for those who missed earlier, PayPal, Patreon down below. We'll try and get stuff going here, because I really don't want to kick this in a high gear. I want to get a proper studio set up back east and get some real videos doing here and start showing off. Because that's what we're here for anyway. That's what we're here on YouTube for, is to show off and hopefully make a living out of it. See a lot of frustrated broadcasters on this platform. All right, catch you later.